one of the questions I wanted to ask you was what your experience of anxiety has been.
Well, I would say that I'm one of many, many, many millions of Americans who have had, chronic anxiety as something that they've had to manage on a daily basis. Not so much now, but before I learned about the energetic anatomy, I had a considerable anxiety disorder. I grew up in a house where there was domestic violence and alcoholism and rageaholism. And I was a latchkey kid, come home and be by myself. I was bullied at school. I had learning disabilities. There was financial problems. So it was, and a divorce. So it was just a lot. I would say that, throughout my young adulthood and into like my mid-30s, like I was just on a tack to learn as much about myself and all these strategies for managing my anxiety, meditation and becoming a Reiki teacher and all that stuff. But when I learned about the energetic anatomy and how to use it, that was a foundational shift for me. Because returning presence, for example, right? There is actually an anatomical portion of our energy structure that is our divinity. Right. We have a concept like, oh yeah, the divine in me, some aspect of me is connected to the greater mind or is bigger than my personality or my ego or my body or whatever. But what is that and where is it and how do you find it? Right? So when I learned that I can reach my hands up and invite that divine intelligence into my hands and I can bring it into my brain and color the way my brain is orienting and perceiving, it's like my brain expands and there's more possibilities in how I can see and understand the world and how I can respond. I bring it into my voice and it's like I can speak with power and clarity. I bring it into my chest. It's like I can love myself. And that's something that people with anxiety really struggle with.
I know. I think, you know what? I think so many people do. I think that feeling of I'm not lovable and what's wrong with me and I should be able to do this and I can't is so pervasive in our culture that most people dive into their phones and have a relationship with text messaging when actually what they really need is to hug each other and smile face to face.
Yeah, and themselves, like embracing who I am as a intelligent being of light who came here with a soul's purpose and a gift to give the world,
That's right.
And when you can connect with that aspect of yourself, anxiety, it doesn't have it's not in the foreground. It doesn't have like the grip on you that it had.
Right.
Because you literally have more physical space in your structure. Like, I am not just this brain and this body. I have so much more dimension, And there's this aspect that is, my divinity can come in and fill up that space. And it's inherently calming. It's a huge resource. And anybody can do it in just a moment.
Yeah, it's right. And the other thing is that your level of stress reduces as anxiety reduces, as you begin to step out of the contraction of I'm nothing and I'm small to, wow, I'm in alignment with the divine source and I'm powerful and I can do things in the world. Stress reduces because you begin to see that you can make a difference. You can have an impact.
Yeah, and you can shift from seeing life as a series of problems that have to be managed or negotiated to, life is a wonderful mystery. And maybe it can be good. Maybe something good is happening.
Maybe it can be good.